What's up guys, we are back for another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. So today what we're going to be going over is we're going to be going over the purple, red and the memorial stones if you should purchase anyone and who you should purchase. Now to be perfectly honest, I probably wouldn't recommend anyone use the memorial stones for any character in particular. Especially if you're free to play, you can't afford it. The only one that I'd really say is worth purchasing would be Team Gohan, the Tech Ultimate Gohan, because he's the only one that's actually still good and is going to carry on being very good. Some of these other units will easy A, but I do think that it's best for you just to carry on as it is. So that is that. We're going to quickly talk about the purple stones as well. And realistically, you could get much better things with your wishes. You could get luckier than I am. So let's start with these guys. Out of everyone, Vegeta, Goku Super Saiyan 4's Cooler are the best. If you get Super Saiyan 3 Broly, you need to slap yourself in the face. Boo's okay. Janemba's really good. So Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku. All of these units are good. But this is going to have a cost for, which is actual income. If you just get one of these, it's okay. I'm not too sure how it's going to go. This one, no. Cooler has fallen off, and that Frieza is a decent AoE, but not amazing. Android 17 should be getting an easy A soon, so should transform into Boo, but we don't know what they're going to look like. They could be like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku, or they could be like Super Saiyan 3 Broly, and that is again what you're going to have to take. Blue Piccolo is the best unit of these supporting characters out of this first bunch. Honestly, I don't mind this one here. I know that the future Gohan's going to get an easy A, and that Trunks should be very good against any Cell or Android category unit, so he should be okay. He should be decent enough to run. And Bardock should be getting easy A soon. No. Yes. 100% yes. No. He should be getting an easy A soon, but I think that he underperformed. Even just reading his kit, he should be a bit better. It could be because his stats are a little bit lower. No. Could be good. He is an interesting one as well. He could be absolutely amazing, or he could be dog shit. This CN is actually really good as well, but I probably wouldn't recommend this. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't recommend getting the purple stones as it is. He could be good. Once again, these two could be good. He's still really good, and he's really good as well. So I'm trying to remember what the easy A is. I believe he's gotten a phenomenal easy A, and it's really good, but he should be getting one soon. So once again, it's a gamble. The reason why I'm saying keep on repeating and basically repeating myself the whole time is it's a gamble that you're going to have to take. Sometimes these aren't actually worth it. And so we're going to have a look at the final three. Gohan is another gamble, but if he gets his easy A and he gets guaranteed guard, he'll actually be pretty good. Jiren just needs a little bit more to his kit to make it a little bit finer. And Gogeta should be very good as well. I believe Videl is okay. But it's Toko. So he's good on Universal Legion. That Gotenks is okay. So out of all of these ones I would probably recommend UI Goku and Whis, and potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's pretty much it. So the LRs, wow, that's good. Easy A, and very good unit still. No, it's good. And do remember, if you're on global, you will have Extreme Super Battle Road Giant Swarm, and he should be useful there. He's good, he's amazing. He's good under the right circumstances, and he is to be desired. I'm not a fan of him, and unfortunately I have ramped him. Amazing, really good, and but easy ace soon. This cell is pretty good as well. This cell is not. Cell Genius is This is another one that could be absolutely god tier as well. It depends on what they do for his EZA. These two units are amazing. I do like running the Gifted Warriors team, but if he gets a good EZA, that's going to be phenomenal. No. Whoops. And once again, so the problem here is these three here do need EZAs, and the question is how they're going to do it. He needs it a lot because his damage is underwhelming for his lack of defense, or his defense is too much for his attack. Actually, no, even then his defense still isn't the best when you don't get your 18k. I can't even remember him. These two are good. Virus is good in the right circumstances. You could be good. This Bardock and Gene unit is quite powerful, but I don't really think anyone would use him too often. And this Goku is solid. You're stupid. You're stupid. Do not touch. And once again, so basically we've got the same thing here. It depends on how these two EZA. I'm expecting one of these two to get their super attack animation revamped. Now, the question is why? Let's say the path to LR is a normal Ginyu. That means he could get an EZA because they both corrupt Goku in some form or take over his body. So that could justify Rose getting it. Now, Trunks, even though he is officially in Dokkan in the Cell Saga, Android/Cell Saga, he's in that little bit of time in between. So I don't know if he's officially a part of it, but it's like the post that Planet Namek Saga to the Android Cell Saga, that little area in there. So that's why it could happen. Like we could get a LR Mecha Freezer, LR King Cold, something like that. Or LR Full Power Freezer that gets a revival into Mecha Freezer, something that could make it happen. And then you've got these two gods to go along with him. He's good, he's fallen off. Does he have an EZA? Is this one that's got a really good EZA? I'm not too sure. Unfortunately for me, there's too many Gohans that look similar that I can't remember. But if it is, this one is still godly because of Broly. One of the best units in the game. Considering his age, it's absolutely amazing. All three of these are runnable. If I can fit Hercule on a team, I'm going to run him. Especially with Super Battle Road. He can dodge, he gets damage reduction, and he can stun. It's all around an amazing unit. This unit's really good against Vegeta's family or Vegeta's. Can heal as well. He does have a good damage to defense ratio as well. Gohan's trash, and you're trash. Now, the Redstone. Okay. So, these units, they've fallen off quite a bit, unfortunately. So the problem with these units is the top row could be better. Like, they can all do well if you've got them done properly, but they're not the best. These two are good. Like, he just needs a little bit of team coordination. If you've got the LR, you're good. He's still really good. As of right here on the screen, I'd say that Beerus, Janemba, and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta are all very good. I think that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta might be better for a lot of people in the long run, because you've got Super Saiyan 3 category Super Battle Road, you've got Gods of Destruction event. Like, he is one of the best units for short events because he does have such high damage reduction for 10 turns. So he could help everyone out. No. Yes. So these two are really good as well. Well, Beerus can look okay. Vegeta's good. He is quite good, and I would recommend him if you can use him. He can be useful, but he's very situational. I believe it's against Majin Buu Saga, but you also want to on a Majin Buu Saga team. So there's that. This Goku is good for stunning and critting, so he might be able to help you, but I probably wouldn't. Now, this row, no. No. I would say that killing Caligula to Topo is a good option as well. Because she's good, she just needs a KO. She's good, she just needs some orbs after I think it's his 5th or 6th turn. Topo's good, he's very helpful, he's a good support unit, so he's good on a lot of teams, and once you fall below 70%, he does get damage reduction, and these two are good. So my recommendation is, depending on your box, if you're struggling with if you're struggling with shorter content, and Vegeta can fix and can slot into a lot of the holes on your team, get Vegeta. I think that he is underrated in my opinion. He can also hit quite hard if you can stun the enemy. Now Beerus is okay, but you're only really going to run him with a Beerus and Whis, which means that like Siblings Bond or Realm of God. But with Realm of God now, you'd rather run Saiyan since you do have Goku. UI Goku. Janemba's a good one as well. So if you're struggling with Super type, I would recommend Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. If you're struggling with Extreme type, Janemba, but Janemba is missing a lot of categories, so there's also that to take into mind. That's where Janemba really does fall down a bit. Vegeta's not doing much better, but yeah. This Vegeta is good for longer events. This Goku is good for shorter events. Now, if you are trying to get rewards for the... Sorry, if you're trying to get Super Attack up for the LR Goku, don't get any of these units, and if you're going to try and do the same for Frieza, don't get this unit. Get your Kai. So the reason why you want to get your Kai is, if you get one of these, you've got a 50% chance or for it. If you want a 100% chance, you're going to have to use almost 2 million Zenny and a bunch of Awakening Needles. That is stupid when you can get a Kai and do it straight away. So if you're going to be using anything for Super Attack, get your Kai. I'm going to be going for Super Attack, so I'm getting my Kai. But yeah, they do need to increase this. I would say that they should pop in... Wait. I would pop in all of the 70% leads at least. All of the ECAs. Because we're never going to see them again. Actually no, I would pop in up to the 100% leads. So like of... Who was it? Goku, Physical Goku Black, the Int Vegeta, STR Cell. Who's the tech one? I can't remember. And can't remember who AGL is either. But I would pop in up to all of them in here. Then like next year we could potentially look at doing the 120 leads here because that should be about right. Now there is one other thing that I want to talk about. The Porunga Dragon Balls. Now, I can see if you want to get these two. This one's actually really, really strong for a new person. If you're new here, that could help you out immensely. I personally don't recommend it. All of this stuff is farmable, it's going to take you some time, but you should get there. This stuff, the same thing, like everything here you can get in the barbershop as well. Besides that, if you need it for some type of Extreme Z area, maybe. I would not recommend, honestly I wouldn't recommend the meat. So the meat depends on how much stamina you have. So having a look at that, so the small meat, it's 20 stamina, so that's 300 stamina. I believe the big meat, the medium meat is like 50, so that's 250, so that's 550 stamina. And that large meat is 100, so that's 650 stamina. For me, that's 2 stones. Like, if you buy stones, the meat's stupid. The meat is absolutely pointless to get. And if you're like at 200 stamina, that's like maybe 3, maybe 4 stones. It should be about 3 to 4 stones depending on how long you've been playing. Realistically, that's not worth it. Everything else you can get anywhere. So my recommendation is super attack. I do recommend Kai's. I do recommend hidden potential. Now for the final one, depending on, like, I'm going to be going for the summons. But if you want to, you could go for the strengthening your team, because that's a lot of rewards, especially if you're new or if you're struggling with treasure items. So yeah, I honestly think that the least useful one is the meat, just because it's not that much. It's really not. Because let's actually have a look at my shop. So I'm about to end this video, but let's have a quick look at the shop and see how much it's going to cost me to do it. And you're going to see why I'm refusing to buy the stone packs. So yeah, it's $1.50. It's literally $1.50 for me right now to go get that. And I don't think that it's worth it. It's just, you need to make your decision about it. I don't recommend the meat because it's so easy to do. If you're free to play, sure, if you want to grind the world tournament. So if you are free to play and you grind world tournament, then yes, I would recommend doing that. Simply because meat is going to give you some extra runs without spending too many stones if you're free to play. If you're not free to play, then you don't touch meat because that's just stupid. If you touch meat, then you're going to hurt yourself in the long run. So I recommend hidden potential, Kai's. If you're like me, I'm going to go for the characters in the hopes of it that I get an LR, not going to lie. Or potential, if you're new, I would recommend, instead of the tickets, I would recommend the awakening medals. And if you're struggling for support, then you can get support as well. But guys, that's the end of this video of what to collect with everything from the 350 million download celebration. Have a good one. Ka kite, Joe Manda, out.